These past 2 days, a YouTuber named Koofy has been exposed of being a pedo. Wow, surprising, isn't it? Maybe for some, but not really to me, because everybody's literally a pedo nowadays. But this is not recently happening. It's happened about 3 years ago, when Kofy had a different identity, and that identity known as Kalogish. Kalogish was a Roblox YouTuber who was very good at Funky Friday and played simulator games. And of course, we're talking about a pedo here. Not surprisingly, he was exposed for being weird around minors. Here's a clip of him confirming the allegations himself.
Not to mention,
when you exchanged with the 14-year-old?
I was 17 as I said, but yeah, we were both sides.
Alright, so still
Really?
Yeah. You distributed yourself and received it from the girl.
I see.
Right there, he has literally confirmed the allegations. So under the name of Kalogish, he was exposed on. And as you can see, he just confirmed the allegations himself. Now, how does this dude relate to Kofy? Well, the place where all this stuff came from was a former friend of his known as V420. Now, I will be showing clips of his videos here, so here we go.
Wanna see a talent of mine? I guess it's kinda random AF.
I could never quite figure out where Kofy came from. He seemed to know all the dramas too well, was a natural at creating content, was surprisingly good at Funky Friday, and had a weird obsession with playing simulator games 24/7. Every piece of information led me to a dead end, as he didn't have any publicly available social media.
Like I mentioned before in the video, Kalogish is very good at FNF, specifically Funky Friday, and is obsessed with playing simulator games. And there's many more evidence.
There is a clear line between character and individual. I don't look like my character IRL, and neither does Kofy. Every time we interacted, it was like we were the same characters from the videos, but occasionally I caught a glimpse of Kofy's true self beyond the character. From his age to his home country, I now had a rough idea of who this guy could be in real life.
The way that this is relevant to anything is because Kalogish is German and exactly 23 years old. What a coincidence, huh? But if you're still not believing the situation, then there is more evidence and more solid proof.
Connecting the dots and digging deeper, this led me to uncover the most concrete piece of evidence anyone could find. You see, Kofy had shared his analytics with me, allowing me to see every piece of analytic on his channel, right down to his blocked keywords. And what do you know?
Literally almost all of the block words of his comments are literally anything about his old identity and the allegations. Isn't that pretty weird? Because I think it's pretty weird, and so does he. But there is more evidence. They discovered a lot more to Kofy's backstory with a person named Mr. Agua. They managed to get in contact with him, and here's the clip of their call. Summarized by Kaka.
Got in contact with Mr. Aqua. We decided to first confront him about it in case there's any other details we'd need for the exposed document. We joined a group VC, and that's when Aqua said something that absolutely changed the course of our plan.
When Kalogish was terminated, his entire world shattered, leaving him lost in a suffocating darkness. Every day became a struggle, and he found himself standing on the edge, so close to resetting his character, believing there was no other way to escape the pain. But then he created Kofy, and it was like a lifeline was thrown to him in the darkest moment. A new beginning, a chance to rebuild what he had lost. Kofy became his purpose, the reason he found the strength to keep going. If you take that away from him now, I am terrified of what might happen. Without it, I fear he might fall back into that darkness, and this time, he might not find a way out.
Because then if it gets out and everyone finds out that you knew all along, you need to tell anyone that can come up to you, obviously, so...
Of course.
I knew holding him accountable was the right thing to do. People needed to see there are consequences for such actions. But at the same time, I couldn't shake the fear of what might happen if I pushed too hard. The thought of having blood on my hands made me hesitate to even consider exposing him.
Through this clip, you can see that Mr. Agua tells about the aftermath of Kalogish being exposed. Mr. Aqua says that his mental health is bad to the point that he was on the verge of resetting his character until he created the Kofy channel. But now he's being exposed once again. And we know this is Kofy because he literally confirmed it himself through Discord messages. How do I know this? Kaka confronted Kofy about the serious allegations against him, and he confirmed it through Discord messages. Here's a clip of that.
This was the day I decided to finally confront him.
Yo, you're alive. What's good, man? How you been?
I've recently noticed the hidden keywords on your channel. Added up the stuff you told me about yourself, the people you associate yourself with, and figured out who you really are. I'm not gonna expose you or tell anyone, but I don't think I'd like to associate with you any longer. We talked and he tried explaining himself, hoping to stay in contact with me, but it was no use. I was going to cut him off regardless of what he said. In the end, we agreed he would delete his Discord account and stop including me in his videos. I cut him off for good.
Now the last thing I want to add to this video is that people actually want to forgive this dude for being exposed for disgusting behavior around minors just because it was 4 years ago. Okay, now this might be kinda true, but the consequences for doing disgusting behavior 4 years ago was being deplatformed off YouTube and Roblox, so he's pretty much doing ban evasion right now. This is all I wanted to talk about in this video. Also, this video is supposed to be educational and not for harassment purposes. If y'all enjoy my content, consider subscribing. And this is Internet Balls, and I always remember, who's the one that got balls now? Come on, guys, it's just a new outro, okay? But for real, I'm out.